Hello and welcome back to Never Seen It. It's a podcast where we watch movies we've never seen. My name is Trent, one of your hosts. I'm with the other host of the podcast, Betsy, my wife.
That's me.
Hi.
Hi.
So today, we're going to go back to the 80s again and watch another kind of like 80s action movie.
Yeah.
So we've only done a couple of these so far.
They've been fun.
They've been pretty fun, and you know, both of us have this as kind of a black spot or a blind spot for us, I should say.
Yeah.
Neither of us have really gotten into like the 80s action movies with, you know, Stallone and Schwarzenegger and in this case Kurt Russell.
Van Damme.
I've never seen a Van Damme movie.
Steven Seagal.
Never seen a Steven Seagal.
I have no desire to watch a Steven Seagal movie.
No, especially after how big of a piece of shit he has become.
Fact.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
Oh boy.
He was an asshole 30 years ago, though.
Right, but then he made movies that made money.
There.
Yeah. So today we're going to watch Tango Cash.
That is what we're watching.
So I have seen this one. Once.
I have not.
Yeah.
I am the one this time.
Yeah. So I watched this in college. My freshman roommate put this on someday. It was probably the first couple of months being in school. And we watched it. I liked it. And that was about it. I've never really had much of a desire to go back to it because, I don't know, it didn't really stick with me.
So what you're saying is you watched it one time almost 20 years ago and don't really remember a damn thing.
Okay, I remember a couple of things. But do you know anything about this?
I know that it stars Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell.
Okay, is there anything you know that it isn't on the poster?
My assumption is that they're cops.
Okay.
I don't know if it's one of those situations where they're like both the loner who like to break the rules and then they gotta get partnered up together and they don't like each other.
I remember with this one detail, Stallone wears glasses.
What?
I don't know if I've ever seen Stallone in any other movie wearing glasses.
So he's the smart cop, and Kurt Russell is
the rebel.
The rebel. One's the good cop, one's the bad cop. I have no idea. I don't know if this is like buddy cops. This is them fighting until they find the mutual ground. I don't know who the villain is. I don't know anybody else in this movie.
Plot-wise, I don't remember a damn thing other than I think like one. I think you're right. I think they're both cops, but like one is doing it in a different way. Like one is doing it by the book, and one of them is just a hot shot. You know, that kind of
and
thing.
And they have to be partners to keep each other in line.
Yeah. And I think the way they get into their predicament brings them together, and then they just team up.
So it's every action movie that's featured cops ever.
Pretty much. I mean, it is a buddy cop movie to a point. Again, I don't remember a damn thing about it other than that.
I don't know where it's set. I'm going to narrow it down to Los Angeles, Chicago, or New York City. Those are my guesses.
Hey, we had an action movie recently we watched that was set in Detroit.
That's true.
Future Detroit.
Maybe it'll be Philly. I don't know. Yeah.
Miami.
I have just no clue. This is a movie I've heard of many times.
Sure.
It's in that Tenacious D song.
Right.
Couldn't split up Tango Cash.
That's also true. But Betsy, we're going to go watch Tango Cash and find out what the hell this is all about.
Why not?
Be right back. And we're back. Tango Cash. What did you think?
More buddy cop movies! Or whatever you call these two.
Yeah, sure.
These movies are so stupid, but they're so pitch perfect that it's just fun.
Yeah.
I was having fun.
It was silly and fun and stupid.
It's like, we know what this is.
Like, this is almost the most cliche of those movies.
Well, you know what it is this is probably the reason movies after this are like this.
I guess.
This is probably the root.
Could be.
Everything after this in the 90s and 2000s and beyond is just a ripoff of Tango and Cash.
Yeah. I mean, I guess buddy cop things existed before this, of course.
Well,
but,
sure.
like, the action portions of it with, one of them being this way and another one being another way. And,
Yep.
Again, it seems very, very cliche.
The aggressive 80s synth pop soundtrack.
Oh, my God. It was everywhere and was great.
Every movie like this had, like, 80s synth in the soundtrack.
Yeah. It was almost like, and at the beginning, it had the, like, 80s hip-hop kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, like, late enough 80s that we're getting some of the hip-hop vibes.
But then it went right into the synth stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then once in a while, there'd be some strings just for fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give it some gravitas.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought this was fun. I think this one,
Yeah.
the reason people like this one is the dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue and the quips back and forth and
Yes.
the one-liners.
They are just ribbing each other this whole fucking movie.
Yeah,
And
and,
they
like-
never break character.
No.
They never show, like, their sensitive side. They're just like, fuck you, dude. Nah, fuck you. Actually, you're my best friend. Fuck you. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, it's just a couple of dudes just giving each other shit.
The whole movie.
Yeah.
And there were some good one-liners. There were some terrible, stupid one-liners.
Uh-huh.
But
It all fit.
Yes. But overall, I get it.
Yeah.
I liked this one.
I like it too. Again, it's been almost 20 years since I've seen this movie.
Did you remember anything about this?
The gun and the boot.
The boot gun.
Yeah. I remember that. And, like, I remember them going to prison. I didn't mention that in the beginning because I didn't want to give anything away.
Right, and that's fair.
Yeah, I remember that the whole deal is they go to prison. They get set up,
Yep.
they go to prison, and they break out.
Yeah.
But everything outside of that, I had no idea. I didn't know if they went into prison intentionally to, like, bust somebody inside, or if they got put in there for not what they did.
I didn't know Terry Hatcher was in this movie
Yeah.
as a sexy drummer dancer lady.
I'm not sure what the hell that was.
I don't know. Like stupid 80s club jams. She's just like in she's just in a disco ball bikini
Kinda.
drumming badly.
Behind her is this huge industrial fan.
Yes.
Blowing air
Tinsel.
all around.
Tinsel everywhere, and she must dance in the tinsel. Yeah, it was over the top. It's ridiculous, and I love it.
Not as over the top as Demolition Man.
No.
Like, that was way over.
And I think that one had to do with it being in the future
Sure.
and playing up the cliches of he's a cop from the past.
Yeah.
And they're in the future,
Yeah.
and he's a fish out of water.
Yeah.
It's Los Angeles, like I figured.
Yep.
And it's present day, and they're two cops who don't play by the rules.
And they have a history
Yes. They're,
outside of each other.
they're-
Like, they don't, like, one guy is a downtown cop, the other
Yeah.
one is more like a detective that is all over the
They
place.
say like the east side and the west side,
Sure.
basically.
Yeah, each have their own captains, and they know of each other because they always get into the papers together.
And they always see the other one and go, well, fine then.
Right.
But look at the headline.
Right. Like, oh, look at this, number 2 cop. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I enjoyed the dichotomy between the two of them.
Yes.
I mean, Kurt Russell, I have seen precious few
Yeah, I was
Kurt
thinking
Russell
that
movies.
too. I have not really watched movies of his from this era. I've always only seen stuff from like the last
Much
10,
later.
20 years.
Much later, yeah.
The one thing that's always interesting, though, having seen the second Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yep.
when they make him look young, this is who they're making him look like.
Yeah.
Is 1980s
Late 80s
Kurt
Russell.
Russell. And it's
It's uncanny.
really uncanny.
It's uncanny.
And when you go back and watch this, you're like, wow, they really nailed that. and then he shows up in that movie with the giant fucking beard.
Yeah.
But of course, we've watched a bunch of Kurt Russell, including
Which, by the way, Stallone is also in that movie.
Oh yeah, he's in the first one.
No, he's in volume 2.
He is in volume 2.
Yeah, they're both in the same movie.
Oh shit! I never thought about that.
Yeah, they're not in the same scenes.
They don't interact at all.
No, but they're in the same movie.
I hadn't thought about that. Oh fuck, that's funny. That's funny. I love it. I love it. Do more of those things, Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Inside jokes for people who are old.
Yeah. This was a fun one. And we'll get into it, but there's a reference to Rambo at the very beginning.
Seriously.
It says, yeah, what does he think this guy, who do you think you are, Rambo? And then Stallone quips back, Rambo's a pussy.
Didn't they do that in Demolition Man too?
Yeah.
They called out one of his other movies. I'm gonna count this every time we watch a Stallone movie to see how many times they mention fucking Rambo.
And we'll do more.
Or anything else.
Or even if we see, or no, they didn't mention, I don't know if they mentioned Rambo, but I know they mentioned Schwarzenegger. He was the president.
They mentioned some action thing.
Yeah.
I think
they might have been both.
No, it was in the museum. There was a Rambo doll, like a mannequin.
Right. That's right.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to keep a tally.
Thank you.
Because I just want to see how hard they hammer home the fact this guy was Rambo. We are not going to watch all 8 or whatever Rambo movies
I would like to go and watch a Rambo movie.
I'll watch maybe the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe the second one. I'm not really interested in after that.
See, I think I've seen the first Rambo in parts because it was one of those things where Rambo's always on TV.
Oh, yeah.
On
especially
cable.
when we were kids.
On cable, TNT will air the highly edited version of the original Rambo, First Blood.
Yeah. Now,
that movie was kind of heavy because it was about Vietnam veterans being left behind and shit on.
Yeah.
So, that's a very different movie than the rest of the Rambo movies, I understand.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because the rest of them are, just fuck shit up. Volume 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
I just like when they, people edit out the guns in people's action movie pictures and they replace them with thumbs up. So if you Google Rambo no guns, it's Sylvester Stallone looking really intense, but he's giving 2 thumbs up.
Speaking of Rambo and his guns, he did strike the pose.
He did the pose.
At the very end, it's the pose of him on the Rambo poster.
Yeah, kind of holding the gun off to the side with his other arm out.
His right arm out, holding the gun just with one hand.
Yeah, that's such a pose.
That is such his pose.
Yeah. I've seen him do it before, and we'll probably see him do it many more times.
I have to imagine Stallone has just complete creative control over everything that he's done.
Well, he's the guy behind the Expendables. That's his baby. He's the executive producer.
Yeah.
He called up every friend in the book.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's make this movie.
He has made a lot of movies.
He has.
Not just been in a lot of movies.
No.
He's made them. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's won Oscars.
Dude is prolific.
Yes.
And how the hell haven't we gone into this earlier?
I don't.
Oh my God,
I don't know.
We have been missing out.
I'm glad we're on this journey together.
Yes. Thank you, and listeners, thank you for being here as well.
Thank you for indulging us.
This is so much fucking fun. Yes. So
let's talk Tango and Cash.
Let's get into it here, Betsy. So right at the very beginning, we get Tango on the road, in his cop car.
By himself.
He's being tailed by a helicopter, though. A cop-copter.
Right, and they're somehow communicating. I assume through a walkie radio.
No, he had a radio.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah, he was talking on the radio.
That's right. Okay.
But he's tailing this tanker truck.
Yep. Out in the desert somewhere.
Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere, California. And he's on the radio saying, "Yeah, I'm out of my jurisdiction. I gotta leave you here."
Yeah, backup's coming.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I could do it by myself.
I've been on this case for 3 months.
I'm gonna close the case."
Yeah.
He's just immediately loner cop. I don't need any help. I don't need any backup. I'm gonna stop this guy.
So he speeds way ahead. How the hell did he get all the way in front of him that far?
Magic of editing.
Yeah, he's like a mile ahead in like 5 seconds.
In his little shitty car.
Yeah. So he gets out of the car, takes out his little revolver. Okay. Why the hell would a cop have a revolver?
A puny little revolver.
Yeah.
In the 80s, style.
I mean, look at all the other guns in the movie.
It's a very, like, 1940s cop weapon.
Yeah.
And he is kind of the traditional cop. He's the
guy in the
three-piece suit.
Yeah.
Put him in a fucking fedora. This is a guy from a 1950s gangster movie.
Totally.
That's who his character
He's
is.
the by-the-book dude.
Except he's not.
To a point. To a point.
The point, yeah.
At least that's the air that he has around him.
But yeah, that's the kind of weapon that sort of character would carry, is a traditional revolver.
Yeah.
Why does he unload and reload, though? Because they don't show him firing his weapon, so why does he need to empty it?
I don't know. Maybe he put in different kinds of bullets.
Were they blanks, maybe?
I don't know. Well, I don't have a clue.
All right.
So.
But yeah, he gets right in front of the truck. The truck is barreling at him. And the dude driving, let's talk about this, man.
Yeah.
What is with his face? I thought it was prosthetic. You know, like in a movie where somebody has a prosthetic chin because it's so big, it's over the top cartoonish.
Dude.
That's just his face.
Dude.
I looked this guy up. That's his face.
Dude fits very well into a role like this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's all he ever plays.
He made a career of playing bad guys.
Hey, I look fucked up to a point. I could play these types of things. I'm into acting. Mm-hmm. I don't care if I'm typecast because of how I look.
Some people, fuck typecasting. Typecasting is their bread and butter. Like, if you can get a career looking like that, get that money. Get it.
Just ask Clint Howard.
Who also shows up in this movie. Very young. I don't think I've ever seen him that young. He still looks
Ron Howard didn't start making movies until the 90s.
I suppose. He was still a pretty young guy in the 80s. Yeah.
So he had no movies to put his brother in.
This is not a Ron Howard joint. I don't believe Ron Howard ever made any action movies.
Hey.
Except Solo of late.
Right. He begrudgingly.
Yeah. He got dragged into it. Yeah. But yeah, the guy with the face, I recommend looking him up. Like, just look up Tango Cash and look for a guy in the IMDb page who looks insane.
Yeah.
That's the guy we're talking about. Look for the chin. So he's driving this truck, and he takes out his little revolver, and he pings one into the windshield, because he's parked in the middle of the road, and he's standing right in front of it.
Yep.
And he pings another one into the windshield, and he's not moving, and the guys panic. They slam on the brakes and fly through the windshield.
Well, and he also shoots the tires, I think.
He shoots the engine or something.
He shoots something to make it stop.
You know, bing, bing.
You know, it's a magic bullet to make a giant tanker
His
stop.
His tiny revolver.
Yeah. So they get out. Yeah, they go through the windshield.
Yes.
Because, you know, that's what cops are there for, to protect and serve.
They have some sassy quips.
All of the backup comes, and, you know, Stallone's like, hey, I got some jewelry for you. Throws him the handcuffs. And the backup comes, and it's like, oh, man, it's nothing but gasoline in here. What? I'm going to have your badge. all this shit.
Macho bullshit.
Yeah. And then he shoots the tanker, and everybody thinks it's going to blow up because they think it's full of gasoline. But no,
it's not.
It's full of sugar.
It's not sugar, it's cocaine.
Yeah, it looked like sugar to me.
Well, it's cocaine.
Yes, very much cocaine.
So he makes the big bust, and he makes the front page of the newspaper, and that's Tango.
That's our introduction to Mr. Tango.
Ray Tango.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's a name that we've given him.
Sure.
And then cut to another nameless man in a less than savory part of town.
Yep.
Going back to his apartment, and he sees a newspaper with Ray Tango on the cover, but if he flips it over, well, there's another familiar face, and that's Gabriel Cash.
You know, just going home with his groceries.
Yeah.
Normal day.
Normal day. And then a random Chinese man leaps through the mirror and starts shooting him.
And does shoot him.
He does.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where he hits him. He definitely hits him.
He hits him in the vest.
Yeah, it kind of in the shoulder, I think, the first one.
Right.
And then blasts him out a window, to which we are introduced to his boot gun.
Yep.
Why does he have a gun in his boot?
Because he has a Q.
Yeah, there's a fucking
equivalent.
Q in this movie.
Yeah.
Why?
Why do there have to be a Q?
And he's not like a cute little British man. He's an eccentric weirdo who's like, maybe don't talk to him for too long. He might blow up your house.
He works for because the LAPD has to have an R&D department for weaponry.
Well, of course they do. Of course they do.
Yeah.
This is a major city that needs some major weapons, like a dog that has a gun in its mouth for old
that
ladies.
blows up like a cartoon.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, so he has a boot gun. He shoots this guy. They begin a chase. And they go into this parking garage, which is filled with the most glorious array of 80s vehicles.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
Oh my God. Some of those I don't even know the names of, but because I've seen them so rarely.
I didn't see any kind of like branding on them. I was just looking at the body styles.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's some cars I've seen before, but not a lot because it was mostly from the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we seeing the other day? We drove past a car show.
Oh,
Volvos.
yeah, it was a bunch of Volvos. Yeah, old Volvos.
That was cool. It was like that.
Yeah.
But, in the 80s, and they were all brand new cars. And there's like a random couple having sex in the back of a vehicle.
Just gratuitous nudity for no reason. Because, hey, it's a rated R movie. We can do that.
Well, and this is also, again, when LA was like a filthy, filthy city.
Sure.
This parking garage is disgusting.
The whole movie is disgusting.
Yes, there are certain parts more than others, but
Yeah.
this was one of them.
Yeah.
Where the lights are all collapsing and the place is full of garbage and there's a homeless man with a shopping cart full of cans.
Which, hey,
And yeah, it's emphasizing this is a dirty, gritty city.
Sure.
And he steals a man's car.
He commandeers a car.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is police business.
Yes.
And this guy is, was he Russian?
Yeah. He's a Russian expat.
Yeah. Which is interesting for 1989.
Yep.
Because this is right before
Yes.
everything fell the hell apart. It was happening right then and there.
Yes.
Which is always an
And
interesting
there's a lot of
note.
people escaping from Russia because,
Right.
things were bad. Like,
They were-
economic conditions in Russia were really, really bad. Why do you think the Cold War ended?
Right.
It was because of the economy in Russia.
They were loosening their grip already. People
Yeah.
were getting the hell out, so they figured, screw it.
This whole communism thing isn't working out for anybody anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just, we're done.
Yeah. I'm forgetting the name of it. I think it's called Goodbye Lenin.
Okay.
Something like that. I watched this movie in college where it takes place in East Germany before the fall of the Berlin Wall. And the night of the revolution, basically, the main character, it's Daniel Bruhl, so it's actually somebody you would recognize. He's the
don't know
guy
the
from
name.
Inglourious Bastards, the German dude who's in the movie.
Okay. Stiglitz?
No, the movie star kid, the sniper.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frederick Zola. That's his name.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, so that's Daniel Bruhl. So he's in this movie, and his mom basically has an attack. She collapses the night of the revolution.
Yeah.
Communism falls, and she's like a diehard party member.
Sure.
She falls into a coma, and while she's in a coma, communism goes to an end. And they tell her, she comes out of the coma, and they tell the kids, you can't give her a big shock, and this is going to be the biggest shock. So they basically put on an elaborate ruse and shelter her from the fall of communism for months. And it's
How long was she under, did they say?
like months, like 6 months or
Okay,
something.
so not that long.
Long enough that it was a dramatic change. Maybe it's
Sure.
longer. But I can recommend this movie. It's very interesting because the lengths they go to to protect her from having an attack. They're trying to find brands that don't exist anymore. And they can't find the money and the currency is changing. And they hire a friend to make fake news footage.
Let's just make fake propaganda.
It is elaborate. It is a German movie.
That sounds cool.
It is well worth seeking out. I watched it in college, and I believe I watched it once again after college.
Do you know when it was made?
Early 2000s, like 2001 or 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Seek it out. I believe it's called Goodbye Lenin, but if you look up Daniel Bruhl, you'll find it.
Okay.
I've gone completely off topic, but
Yes.
it was relevant to the conversation.
Yes. Back to the movie.
So yes, that's Cash.
Yeah, so
he smashes up this guy's car, and he gets the guy who tried to kill him.
Yeah. So are we then introduced to Jack Palance, or do we follow him to the?
Oh no, that was before. So after Stallone, after we see Tango,
That's right.
There's a guy driving by in a limo.
Yeah. So what it seems like is that these are like 3 crime bosses.
Yeah. So there's like the head honcho and then
Yeah.
2 smaller time dudes.
Sure. And Jack Palance,
Yes.
which if you don't know the name, he's Curly from
City Slickers.
Yes.
But this is pre-City Slickers.
This is yes.
So he had a big career previous to this. So he was a big, cowboy Western action
Western
dude.
dude, yeah.
And this was in, again, the twilight of his career. But
Mm-hmm.
he made this movie, which I imagine was successful enough that got him City Slickers and won him a fucking Oscar.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's really good at playing these like cold, like I'm like just ice
He's a
cold
little
sons
crazed.
of bitch.
Yeah, he's a little crazed in this. I liked it.
Yeah, he's over the top, but perfect.
Yeah.
He's got like pet little rats and he's like cuddling with them.
Hey, people have mice and rats for pets. It's okay.
It's true, but the way he is, and he's got a really unique voice.
He does.
And a way of speaking.
Yeah.
If you think of like Clint Eastwood, he has that similar sort of cadence where he's like, hey man, oh, grumble, gravel, gravel.
But Clint Eastwood is like way beyond that now.
Yeah. He's way beyond, but Jack Palance has a little bit of that thing going on.
Yeah. So it's basically him and these other crime dudes driving by.
One of whom is James Hong. Now, I had to point this out.
And I've heard this story, but go ahead.
Yeah, so James Hong is one of the most prolific actors, Asian American,
Born in
ever.
Minneapolis.
Yeah, ever. You have absolutely seen this man in something.
Yeah.
The thing most people would probably know him from is he was on Seinfeld, and it's the Chinese restaurant episode where they're all waiting in line to get into this Chinese restaurant. He's like the host at the owner of the restaurant. He's there. But he's in 200 movies, something like that.
There was, and you were saying that there was a big push within the past year or two.
Oh yeah, like
to
within
get him
months.
some kind of like honorary Oscar or some recognition or a star on the Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Because this guy is so prolific. He has been doing this for fucking ever. He's like 93 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's been making movies like it's going out of style. If you want to talk about a guy who has a niche career, he's never made a big movie. He's never been a star. Yeah. But this dude has gotten
You know his face.
You know James Hong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he always shows up and I go, I know that guy. He's one of those dudes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's one of the crime bosses. And basically, Jack Palance is the drug lord.
Sure.
And these 2 cops have been costing them a bunch of money.
Yeah.
If it's not Cash, it's Tango. If it's not Tango, it's Cash.
Yeah. So they want to take them out in one way or another. And the way Jack Palance wants to do it is don't kill them.
Nope.
Because that's just going to bring down a whole bunch
easy.
of heat on you, and your entire operation is going to be kaput.
We'll start a war with the cops if we take out 2 cops.
Exactly. Especially the 2 most known cops in the city.
They're in the paper every 5 minutes.
Right. So they're going to conspire together to take him out. We don't find out what they're going to do yet, but we then get introduced to Cash.
Yes.
So we talked about what Cash does. We meet back up with him at the cop shop. He goes to his desk and I guess he puts something down. He looks in his thing and says, "Where's my gun? I lost one of my guns."
What? No, he says, who messed with my gun? The sights are all off.
Right.
So he notices his gun's all jacked up.
Right. Well, the gun the gun that he had was missing and replaced with something different.
But he didn't know that.
Yes, exactly.
It's the same type of gun.
Yeah. But then he gets distracted.
Yes.
And
because he has to interrogate the
Well, he
Chinese
goes
guy
over-
who tried to kill
he
him.
goes over to the chief and says, let me talk to him.
Yeah.
Well, because they were interrogating him and they said, well, he doesn't speak any English, so we need to wait till the interpreter comes, but then this lawyer is going to also be here and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And Cash says, no problem, I'll go take care of him.
English 101.
Yeah, which includes him, let's just say torturing him.
It's like torturing, yes. There's a little bit of that happening.
Yep.
Pins him on the floor and starts crushing his neck with the chair
Yep.
that he is sitting on backwards.
Yep.
And literally enforcing pressure and saying, oh, what do you know? Who sent you?
Oh, you
What's
do
going
speak
on?
English.
Oh, you're doing very well.
Yes.
But yeah, again, he never breaks character. He's not threatening him, but he's absolutely threatening him.
Of course he is.
He's not getting angry.
It's enhanced interrogation, Betsy.
He's just, oh, for a guy who doesn't speak English, you're picking up very quickly.
Yeah. And it's all these quips that he just rolls out.
Yeah.
Like him a lot more than Stallone.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Because he's the hot shot.
Sure.
He carries a big fucking gun with a laser on it.
yeah.
Laser sights. So and he's, wearing like cowboy boots and denim.
How else are you going to fit the gun in the boot, Betsy?
I guess.
He's not going to wear
guess.
tennis shoes.
So yeah, these are our two dudes. One is dirty and wild, and the other one is, buttoned up and by the book.
Right. He gets out of the elevator, taking his shirt off, gives his vest that he was saved his life.
Yeah, he was
gives
wearing
his vest to
bulletproof
somebody.
vest.
So hey, get me another vest. He takes his shirt off and just starts strolling through the cop shop.
Yep. But yeah, they basically both get the same tip at the same time.
Yeah, they both get a tip that something's going to go down at this specific address. And this is separately.
Yeah.
One guy...
Because they don't actually know
They
each
don't
other.
work together at all.
They have different precincts in different parts
They
of
know
town.
of each other. They don't know each other.
No. But once again, one of them has been on the case for months. One of them has been on the case for like 2 hours.
Exactly. So, they both go to this address that night because, you know what?
It's what they do.
You're gonna get a tip. You're gonna follow it up.
Yep. And
Even though Cash just got shot a couple of times. Didn't even change his shirt.
No, it's all tore to hell.
Yeah.
No time, Trent. No time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they, of course, come across each other.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, fine. If you're going to go in, I'm going to go in first and you cover me.
Yeah.
And then the other one busts in first. You know, Tango's trying to get in there and then Cash busts in. And they find a dead guy.
Yep.
And not only a dead guy,
A federal agent.
a federal agent who is wired.
Yeah.
And there's all these guns on the ground. And
Well, there's
around him.
guns and drugs and all sorts of other
Yeah.
stuff and money.
Yeah, and of course they're like, what the hell's going on? Why is this guy dead?
Yeah.
What's happening here? Why is he wired? Why is he wired? And the cops all bust in, so the agent comes in and
Yeah, a bunch of federal
arrests
agents.
them all.
Yeah, a bunch of federal agents bust in, and they find these two cops holding guns on amongst all this other paraphernalia and a dead body, which happens to be a federal agent.
and there's a weapon on the floor that happens to belong to Cash.
Exactly.
So the gun that he said was replaced
Missing,
or moved,
yeah.
it was actually missing
Yeah.
because they swapped it out with a different gun. This is actually his gun.
Right.
So it's the perfect frame job.
Exactly. All sorts of convenient things just happened to be there.
A confluence of events.
Plus, one of the main guys was paid off.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
this is a movie about if you have enough money, you can buy anybody.
Sure.
And that is the entirety of how they are set up and the rest of the plot, basically. Everyone they talked to was paid off.
Okay, and I'm gonna say this: this was the stuff that was completely unbelievable for me.
The setup?
The setup. Completely unbelievable because everything is very, very, very convenient and there's no question about it. It just is what it is, and just go along with it. This is how we get to the rest of the plot.
Maybe, but they also give you some foundation. So, like, the federal agent who busts them,
Yeah.
he's been bought.
Yes.
He's been threatened.
Yes.
They have a guy go and swap out the tape. So the guy who is wired
Yep.
is hooked up to a federal agent who is recording this.
Yeah.
And we find out that they swap out the tape, and they have a doctored tape that's basically other recordings of Tango and Cash that have been edited together.
They stitched them all together.
Yes.
You know, it would be a hell of a lot easier to do it in this day and age.
Deep fake.
Yeah, but like there is such a thing. Eventually we'll get there, but there are algorithms that can listen to people's voices over hours and hours and hours. Like people who have done podcasts have had this done to them.
No, Trent.
You can create what they call a voice font, which is to say you can type anything that you want into a system and it will produce that person's voice almost identically.
The future is creepy, Trent.
It's really creepy, but it has to listen to like hundreds of hours.
We
like
have provided. We must stop this podcast immediately. I don't want to be a robot voice.
You know, it's pretty uncanny. Some things sound really, really good, and other things don't.
It's missing the emotion, though. That's what I've noticed.
The intonation is what you don't get. It's very monotone, but you can manipulate it. Like, if you really want to get this particular sentence, let's say, to sound a certain way, you can manipulate it to go up and down.
Yeah.
It's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect.
No.
But
this was
creepy.
This is 1989, so what do you do?
They got cassette tapes.
You get the guy from the Green Mile.
Yeah,
and
the
from
creepy
Sesame
guy.
Street.
The creepy guy from the Green Mile.
He's not the creepy guy. He's one of the he's one of the less creepy guys.
He's
the mouse guy.
He's the mouse guy. That's right.
Yeah. He was also on Sesame Street.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, pre-Green Mile, like early 90s, late 80s. He was Mr. Wiggle or something like that.
No idea.
Maybe not Mr. Wiggle. You could look him up. He's on Sesame Street. But yeah, he's basically an audio expert who was paid off to doctor this tape.
Yep.
And then he was also the audio expert that is called into the case to authenticate this.
Who else do you go to but the expert?
Convenient. Yeah, so it's kind of all these different factors.
Yeah.
But the people that needed to be paid off were paid off.
Yeah.
They're framed. They're going down. They're going to go to jail, so they have to take a plea deal.
Yeah, basically the lawyer says, you guys are fucked.
Yeah.
Whoever set you up really did a good job.
They done good.
So they are going to convict you, period.
Yes.
So, make it easy on yourself. Cop a plea. We will guarantee that you go to a minimum security facility.
18 months.
For 18 months.
Yep.
It's not bad. For murder.
Yep. Club fed.
As they call it, club fed. And you know, the whole cliche about, you know, cops will not survive if they go to prison.
Yeah, because they always put people away, and that's
Right.
where they end up.
Right. So, you know, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me if I was in their position. So they're at basically the end of the trial, and Stallone needs to get up and says this very eloquent thing about, you know, I really hope that this doesn't reflect poorly on the fellow officers and
I
blah,
love
blah, blah.
being
I love
a
being a
police
police officer.
officer.
I've been doing it for 12 years.
These are the most American wonderful people.
Yeah. And then Cash stands up and says,
Do you have anything to add?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yeah. What does he say? Something like, this is fucking bullshit.
This is fucking bullshit.
And of course, all the cops applaud and cheer.
Yeah.
But he's trying to make a case.
No, he says this whole thing fucking sucks. I wrote it down.
This whole thing fucking sucks, which riles up the crowd.
Yeah.
Order.
Yeah.
There will be order in my courtroom. You know, you're trying to butter him up to give you, like, less of a sentence.
Right. Don't fuck it up, man.
But what does he do? He fucks it up.
But you know what? They're going to accept the plea deal anyway.
Right.
Because, of course, they're cops.
Yep.
You've done a lot of good for the community, and we're going to go lenient on you. But they don't.
Well, they do, but someone else was paid off.
Exactly.
So
Someone else.
there was a bus transfer, so they were being transferred to their very low maintenance, low minimum security prison, and instead got sent to a maximum security facility full of the worst scum, half of whom they imprisoned.
Right.
And
which is kind of is another cliche.
yeah.
But the entrance of them walking through the general population area.
There's literally things on fire.
Things on fire, newspapers on fire everywhere, and that's probably the best scene in the whole movie.
And again, they're just unflappable.
They're just quipping back and forth.
They're just like, oh, we're in the prison. Interesting.
Yeah,
What
you're gonna be really popular here.
Yeah, and even the guy with the face from earlier in the movie is there. And he makes some joke about his face and like smashes it into a bar.
Yeah, and just an introduction to, I'm not going to take your shit, guys. Mm-hmm. Like, I might be a cop and I know you're going to come after me, but no, you're not going to. I can take care of myself.
Right, because of course they said they won't put the cops in the general population, but that's exactly where they're going to put them because everybody's been paid off.
Paid off, of course.
Yeah, and then the first night they're there, somebody unlocks their cells, and a bunch of guys jump them, bag them up, send them down the laundry chute, and then they all gang up on them in the laundry room. And Jack Palance is there, but they never see his face.
He's
just
shadow.
A gravelly voiced man in the shadow.
Which they've never even heard of. They didn't even know this guy.
They've been trying to figure out who set him up for days.
When they got there, they went into the shower, which that was a good scene too.
Yes. But you pointed
also
out...
had to show their butts for some reason.
You pointed out Stallone is wearing a gold chain. It's like, they never would have let you keep that.
They wouldn't let you have that.
I wonder if it's sentimental. I'd be willing to bet he wears that in almost every movie.
Who the hell knows?
Some guys do that, like in Dogma. We've talked about this. George Carlin is playing a cardinal.
Yep.
And it was soon after his wife died, and he wasn't ready to take his wedding ring off. So he's a cardinal wearing a wedding ring, so they covered it with a Band-Aid.
Oh, no, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was really not ready. She had just passed away, and he did not want to take off his wedding ring for this movie.
Sure.
So they compromised, and they just slapped a Band-Aid over it.
Aw.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
But
That's sweet.
Sometimes that happens. Or like on Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi also didn't want to take his wedding ring off. So the Doctor, his version of the Doctor, has like another ring that he wears that kind of conceals his actual wedding ring.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes they just build it into the character. So it wouldn't be unheard of if Stallone is really connected to this necklace that he builds it into his character.
Could be.
You'd have to do a study. You'd have to watch a bunch of his movies to see, but it would explain why he's wearing it in a scene where it doesn't make sense that he's wearing it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I want to really read into that.
Yeah. So they're in the shower and they're talking about, okay, who set us up? Who set us up? I think it's this guy. I think it's this guy, which were the other two crime bosses that Jack Palance was talking to.
Yes.
But they don't know who Jack Palance is.
No, they don't know his character at all.
Yeah.
And he basically locks them up. He's the one who's pulling all the strings.
Yep.
He sets everything up for them to go to prison.
Yeah.
And then he says, use your brain, use your imagination. They're not going to get out of prison.
Right.
He's going to fix it so they get whacked.
Which, of course, makes sense.
Yeah. So they get thrown down the laundry chute. They get the crap kicked out of them a little bit. Mm-hmm. They get strung up and electrocuted a little bit.
A lot bit.
A lot bit. And again, being quippy, sassy little maniacs down to the last minute.
Yep.
And they only are able to escape because the assistant warden is a friend of Cash's. He's somebody who was his training officer, basically, when he started as a cop.
Right, so they come in and break up the action. Mm-hmm. They get him down. They put him into an empty cell, and well, I don't even remember his name, but the assistant warden came in and said...
Matt.
Sure, Matt. Matt comes in and says, you know what, you guys are fucked. Like, these guys are going to kill you.
Everyone's been paid off.
The only way you are going to survive is if you escape.
Yes.
So, guess what? I got the blueprints to this prison. Mm-hmm. For some reason, they have the blueprints in the prison that he has access to. Sure, why not? It's a movie.
He's the assistant warden. He knows all the things.
He's in charge of the blueprints.
That's your one job. That was your one job.
Right.
And you fucked it up. Yeah, but he shows him the way. He gives him a crowbar.
Yeah.
I don't understand if Tango actually changes his mind or just doesn't want to partner up. Because he says, I'm not going. Tango says, I'm not going.
He says, I'm not going because I don't trust Matt. I don't know this guy. I don't think that this is all on the up and up. I'm going to take my chances.
Yeah.
But then, he does change his mind to go and save Cash.
Yeah, so Cash goes, and of course, he's about to break out.
Yep.
He goes exactly where he was supposed to, and Matt's body comes flowing down the sewer drain that he's in.
And I honestly didn't even see that portion.
Yeah, that's who that was.
That. Okay.
The body that comes sliding down.
I didn't even see it.
That was Matt.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he was basically waiting for him at the door to help him escape. And the bad guys got him.
Yeah, Mr. Chin.
Because everybody in this fucking prison
is in on it. Yeah.
So he about breaks out, but then it looks like he's fucked.
Yeah.
But Stallone rescues him. And he's like, what are you doing? I got lonely.
Yeah, the quips back and forth are just so great. They're cheesy as hell, but I love it.
Oh, yeah. The whole fucking movie. He makes them crack about his wardrobe. Mr. Fancy misses his wardrobe. And
I do miss my wardrobe.
I do miss my Yeah, it's that. And they kept using, what was it, FUBAR?
Yeah.
So I know that from Saving Private Ryan was the first time I heard that.
It's a military and, cop thing.
So for those not in the know, it's an anagram. It's FUBAR, FUBAR.
Fucked up beyond all recognition.
Yes. So that's
There's
what's
a lot
going
of those,
on.
like snafu is another one of those.
What's snafu stand for?
I don't remember what it stands for.
I don't think I knew that was an abbreviation.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to Google that later. You just blew my mind. Probably fucked up.
There's a few
F-U,
more.
fucked up. Snafu. Oh. Trent, you're blowing my mind. Yeah, and then there's just all these other quips, like they're climbing up to the roof and it's pouring rain. This entire fucking scene is a downpour.
Yep.
And Cash says, you're gonna like this. It's the best ride in the park.
Yeah.
As they're shimmying up this drain pipe, basically.
That was a good
to
line,
escape.
too.
And they get to the top of a building, and there's just, sparks flying, and they're next to a bunch of electric boxes.
Again, everything
cables.
is just kind of fucked up in LA.
Yeah.
Like, all of the infrastructure is bad.
I'm sorry, you can't just leave electric boxes and wires sparking. I don't care if it's raining, because they'd probably be doing that in the daytime.
Yep.
When it's dry.
Yep. But at night, it looks cool.
Like that whole scene, that's the whole thing, is the lighting.
Yeah.
The lighting was pretty cool in that.
Everything was shot really well.
Yeah, I'm sure they were fucking miserable filming that because nobody likes filming in the rain.
Any actor who has to film in the rain and just in the wet.
And those were some long sequences they were doing because they start in the sewer.
Yeah.
First they're in the rain, then they're in the sewer, then they're in the rain, then they're on the roof in the rain, then they're in the ground in the rain.
Speaking of that, I always remember I can't remember where it was. I think it might have been the audio commentaries for the Two Towers, the second Lord of the Rings movie.
Oh yeah.
For that big battle. I mean, everybody's in their big armor and regalia.
It's heavy on its own.
And then it starts to rain.
Yeah.
That, I'm sure, is probably one of the most miserable shoots you could ever do.
Wool. Wet wool.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Helm's Deep. That's the name of it.
That's it.
Hey.
Yes. But this is no Helm's Deep.
This is Tango and Cash. We haven't seen the movie in years.
These are very different scenes.
What? It's the same fucking thing.
Sure. It features Kurt Russell leaping off a building with his belt and sliding off of the wire down the building.
You'll have to toss me. All right, yes, that was a good scene. He uses his belt to just zip line down the electrical wire.
Right, and they fight about how electricity works.
Yeah.
You don't know how electricity works, do ya? As long as you don't touch the ground and you're just touching the wire, you're fine. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you leap from the building...
Why do you think birds are fine to be up on there? Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't want to touch grounded ones, guys.
Mm-hmm.
If you were falling from the sky and landed on one, you'd be okay until you touch the ground while you're touching it.
Yep.
Just don't do that.
Do it.
Let go. Let go. But yes, they both escape. The dude with the face gets electrocuted.
Yep.
And they go their separate ways. Tango saved Cash, so now Cash owes him one.
Yep.
So he tells him, if you need to find me, go to a club called Cleopatra's and ask for Catherine.
Yep.
So they part ways, and they kind of both start their own investigation.
Yeah.
So like one of them, Tango, goes and finds the FBI agent, and he says, you set us up. And he's like, I did, I had to.
Yep.
They want me dead. You know, I had to.
Yeah.
And he tries to escape, and he blows up.
Yep. They rigged his car to blow as soon as he got. It's not even like turning the key.
No.
He just opened the door and it blew up.
I looked away for like a second, and I was like, where was the bomb?
Yeah. It was in his car.
In his car. Yeah, so he went over there. Meanwhile, Cash goes straight into research and development for the police.
Yeah. Because they're not looking for you there.
No, what the fuck, dude?
He has to go and talk to Q and get a gun.
Owen, the weird dude who
Yeah.
wears a magnifying glass on his face.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's just like, can I borrow some clothes? And it's a pile of weird nonsense.
Yep.
Yeah, that scene was weird. Why is this guy here? He's just there, I guess, as an excuse to have toys.
He's an excuse to resupply them.
I guess.
Yeah.
Somebody they trust.
Yeah.
The weirdo in R&D. Yeah, and Cash also finds the tape guy, the guy who made the tape, and they basically both figure out where the British dude lives. So there's this British guy who was
at the building.
Yeah, they followed him.
Yeah, who was at the building where they got set up.
Yeah, so they know one guy by his face. They can recognize this man, and they find where he is, and they both go and tag team. And basically are interrogating him. Yeah. More advanced interrogation.
Right.
Involving hanging him upside down from a building by his
that's
ankles.
not working. Which, did you also notice? Like, that was real. He was hanging upside down there. All the blood was in his head.
Well, yeah, he's definitely hanging upside down.
Yeah.
But he's strapped in.
Well, of course. But
it's not that real.
I know that, but I'm just saying, looking at his skull... Good God. Yeah, the blood was all there.
Right. Oh, I skipped a part. We forgot about Terry Hatcher.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Well, she was at the beginning, but then we come to find out that she's Catherine.
Yes.
She is the one at the club.
Yeah.
With her drumsticks and her fancy bikini.
Yes.
Cash goes to find her because he's trying to find Tango. And
So he's going around the club asking for Catherine. Nobody knows who Catherine is. And... he gets within eye shot of Catherine up on stage. She sees him and recognizes him not because she knows him, but
from the papers.
Yeah, Tango and Cash have been in the papers together. So, hey, if you're here, that means the other guy might be out.
Right. And they have to get out of this club. So how does he get out of the club, Trent?
Well, first he goes backstage and sees a bunch of naked women.
Yes.
Standing around.
Gratuitous boobies.
And she suggests, go out the back way. Go out the alleyway. No, the cops will have... Because, by the way, there's cops there.
Yeah.
Just combing the entire place. Which, I don't know why he's there. Maybe they kind of had a tail on him or something. I don't know.
I think he's just trying to find him. He went to the one place that he knows he was told he could get in touch. And we're led to believe at this point that this is maybe like a girlfriend or something.
Right.
At the beginning of the movie, she showed up and
we don't know what the relationship is.
Yeah, she's like, I just need some space. I'm going to go away for a while.
Yeah, it seems like a girlfriend or maybe an estranged wife.
We don't really know.
Too old to be a daughter. Yeah, it was a weird kind of obfuscated thing.
Right.
But
then she kind of has some like sexual tension with Cash and they get like flirty and they have to get out of this club.
Yeah.
So he dresses in drag.
Oh my God, the
fishnets and a leather dress.
Best part of the movie right there. That was worth it alone.
That was great. That was so great. And then of course there's a cop there trying to hit on him.
And heels, but you forgot the heels.
Well, of course, he does not hold back. He's wearing a beautiful wig. And yeah.
Didn't need much of a wig to begin with.
No. He's not what I would call a beautiful woman, but...
he makes it work, though.
He's selling it. He's enjoying the fishnets. He's having fun.
And Terry Hatcher is all the way into it.
Right.
Yeah.
And they both hop on a motorcycle and zip off.
Yeah.
But we find out this is not, in fact, his girlfriend. This is Tango's sister.
Yeah, so they go back to her place, and it's like, oh yeah, I just tore my rotator cuff needs.
They're having like a deep massage.
Right. Like she is on top of him.
Yes.
In a robe.
On the couch.
Pants on.
Giving him a back massage.
Pants on.
He's not wearing pants, he's wearing fishnets.
Okay, fine.
So yes, and of course Tango shows up about this point.
Yeah.
And thinks he's observing something sexy happening.
Which the way they depict it here is perfect.
Yeah, there's a lot
dialogue
of
there.
Moaning and writhing.
Well, it's her trying to get some like
unlock something in his back.
Yeah,
basically.
Trying to get it back into place.
A slip disc, I think that's what he says.
Right. And like the dialogue that is said makes it seem like he's trying to put his dick somewhere.
Oh, that it's already somewhere. Like
just slide it in.
She's
just
like, I can feel it. I can feel it. It's almost there. Yeah, to which he is none too pleased because that's his sister man.
Right, and then somebody shows up at the window outside.
One of the captains,
and it's one of the captains. Yeah, showing up to say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you exposition to what's happening."
Oh, it's Captain Exposition.
It's Captain Exposition. Thank you, Betsy. Telling him you have 24 hours. The fake stakes. It's like, yeah.
Yep, we gotta set a timeline because we gotta wrap this movie up.
Yeah.
But yeah, they hang the British guy from his ankles. They aren't getting anywhere, so they strap a grenade to his face, and they play bad cop, worse cop.
Yep.
But of course, the grenade's a dud. So they get the information they need, and they go and get a stupid, souped-up RV from Owen, the R&D guy.
See, this is before, like, SUVs. Like, that just looks like a regular-ass SUV these days.
Right.
Guns included.
Yeah, it's got a giant machine gun strapped to the side and a spotlight strapped to the front, but it's pretty much anything you just go buy now. But Trent, it has NOS.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Uh-huh. Nitrous oxide.
It's
experimental, Betsy.
I've got to believe this is one of the first mentions of that in movies.
In relation to a car?
Yeah.
100%.
I think you'd be hard-pressed to find another movie that mentions NOS.
Yeah, to have it be as an implement to boost the vehicle.
Right.
Whatever it happens to be, that might be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a stupid vehicle.
Yep.
But yeah, now we get the big, exciting climax of the movie. They find out where the bad guy is.
Yeah, they're storming the castle.
They're storming the castle, and they're like, sitting out front, and Tango says, if something happens to me, I want you to know you're the best cop I've ever worked with.
Right.
And then Cash says, I want you to know if something happens to you,
I'm going to date your sister.
Yeah, and he's just like, over my dead body, it's not gonna happen. I'll make you a deal. I'll only date her when you approve, when I get your blessing.
Right.
That'll never happen.
That'll never happen. So,
so we're all in agreement. No one dates my sister. And yeah, this whole scene, this is the big action sequence in the movie.
Right.
There are so many explosions. And
inexplicable explosions everywhere.
There's it's like a quarry, so there's like big machinery chasing them and smashing them between vehicles. And Jack Palance is laughing like a maniac.
Right, he's got
him.
His security camera set up with his 6-monitor setup. Which is very multi-purpose, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
He's just watching all of it unfold. And, like, the camera's just on him. We're not seeing any of the action on the monitors. It's just him.
It's just him reacting to watching the TV.
To what's going on. Yeah, and he's just looking crazed like before.
Yeah. And then he, of course, says, son of bitches. The son of bitches.
Get the son of bitches.
Yeah, instead of sons of bitches.
It's something like my dad would say that.
Yeah. How to pluralize son of a bitch.
Uh-huh.
It's not easy. The English language is difficult. But that's my favorite pluralizing thing unnecessarily. You know this.
Yes.
Sons of bitches.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Brothers-in-law.
Yeah. The brothers Gibb.
Yep.
You know, instead
Yep.
of the Bee Gees.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's dumb. I love it. Yeah, and there's tons of explosions.
Right.
And they've got guns, and Stallone does his pose.
Yep, that's where he does his pose.
And yeah, they basically blast through their way through the whole place.
Right, and they even say...
And kill everybody.
When they get the vehicle, they says, yeah, this will go through a brick wall. And they do.
Yes.
So they go in and they show all the different equipment that's there. And it's just tables and tables full of military-style weapons.
Yeah.
Which I say military because it had in big bold letters on the crates... U.S. Marines or something like that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, like, this is either stolen military goods or just bought
Oh, they
military
just bought
goods.
it.
Yeah.
The man's loaded. He's
like
the
military
biggest,
surplus.
the biggest drug dealer in the, northern hemisphere.
Sure.
He can get anything he wants. He's Jack Palance.
He's Jack Palance.
And, of course, what does Jack Palance do? He doesn't panic. He pushes the self-destruct button.
But he doesn't do it. He makes her do it.
Oh, that's right.
That was her.
They got her sister. They got his sister.
They got his sister.
Yep, so they push the button. Now there's like 12
minutes. Such an arbitrary number.
Why 12?
I don't know.
Like 15 would make sense. A nice round number.
Maybe that was shot afterwards, after they figured out, okay, this is how long the sequence is going to be. I want it to be realistic. This is how long the rest of the movie is going to be.
We'll have to go time it.
Maybe.
It never times out, though.
No.
I literally watched...
I would rather it be longer than shorter.
I literally have watched movies that are supposed to take place in real time.
Yeah.
And I'm like referencing their clock and timing it myself. And I'm like, no!
Nope.
Wrong!
Nope.
You are behind by 3 minutes,
That's
sir.
right.
I know this is a movie, but I don't care. If you tell me it's real time, then I'm gonna believe you.
You have a clock right there.
So yeah, they have 12 minutes. They
arm up. They get a bunch of guns.
Yeah, they drop a real grenade down the English guy's pants. This time he blows up.
Right, and the other two drug lord people show up with guns to try to
and they just
take care of them.
And
they just go down in a blaze of glory. That was easy. Mm-hmm. But then the English dude shows up with Terry Hatcher as a hostage, which I don't know why they just showed up like that. I guess just to disarm him or something.
I don't know. You need to up the stakes at the end of this movie.
I guess. Again,
how did they find her?
This movie is full of cliches.
How did they know where she was?
Right.
How did they know who she was?
Right.
How did she get here? Why do we care?
Yeah, the movie is just full of cliches. Like, that right there was maybe the biggest jump that they had to make.
She's just there.
They kidnapped her somehow in the interim.
Yep, and also we're all going to blow up the building. We just need a hostage situation at the end.
Right.
So they finally get to Jack Palance.
Yeah,
and he's in a Hall of Mirrors.
He's in a Hall of Mirrors. He's in John Wick 2.
Yeah, action movies. You got to watch out for the mirrors and the glass.
Which they didn't have all these camera tricks back in '89.
No.
They had to, like, basically shoot downwards so that the camera wasn't in the mirror.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Or they might have done it through a one-way mirror.
Could be.
That could have also happened.
Still.
But yeah, the two of them being good cops and smart, they figured out, oh, well, he's wearing a ring, and on his ring is a sigil, and it's in reverse, so it's on the wrong hand, and that's the real one.
And they're just talking to each other audibly.
Yep.
Like Jack Palance can't hear them.
Yeah. We need a gun. Don't worry, I've got one, and it's hiding in his leg, in his shoe.
It's like, yes, I do. I have one too, and it's his fucking
his boot gun.
His boot gun. And they both say, yeah, in the knees or in the kneecaps, right? Right. On 3. 1, 2, shoot.
And in the head they go.
Yeah, both in the head.
They take him down. Yeah. And then they run away. And you said it. You were like, they're running away, running, and you're like, jump.
Before it happened, I was saying, jump away from the explosion, and they do.
You have to jump at the end of the explosion.
Of course you do. That's the rule.
You have to get as far away as you can, and running doesn't get you far enough. You have to jump.
I've seen enough action movies to know that is the law.
Yeah. And then, they have some more quips about, I'm going to date your sister over my dead body. Ha ha.
She's right there, guys.
Yeah, she is a human being with a job and a life.
Right.
She is a sexy dancer who plays the drums badly.
Yep.
Don't you worry, boys.
Yep.
And then they high five.
High five.
High five freeze frame.
That was great. That was great.
That was so dorky. And then it just cuts, zoom out, and it's like the headline. They're cops again.
Uh-huh.
Hero cops back in action.
Oh. You don't see that in movies anymore. The headlines are from a newspaper.
Or like the spinning, newspaper. No.
Bulletin.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen anymore.
What's a newspaper, Betsy?
They're still out there.
Ugh.
They're just virtual now. They're digital. They're
Right.
online.
Right.
You
Nowadays,
don't
it'll
need
just
print.
be tweets.
That's right. So, yeah. There you go. Movie.
Hey, you know what? I think the score on Rotten Tomatoes for this movie is like 37.
They're wrong.
Fuck that. This was great.
Fuck you. Fuck you, critics.
Critics don't like action movies. I don't know why.
What action movies have they liked?
John Wick.
Okay, that's like the modern take. I can
know.
understand why they would be all butthurt
And again,
about
Rotten
it in
Tomatoes
the
didn't
80s.
exist in 1989.
You'd have to
I
do a
get
lot
it.
of digging through the archives to get the
Yeah.
actual scores.
Was Roger Ebert doing reviews in 89
Yes,
probably?
absolutely.
I want to know what he thought about this movie.
We'll find out after this. We're going to look into this. If he liked wild things, he probably liked Tango and Cash.
He liked a lot of weird stuff.
Because he was a guy who just liked what he liked, and that's why people respected him. He might not have liked everything, but who likes somebody who likes everything? Did I love this movie? Sure, this was fun. I liked it. This didn't blow my fucking mind. I'm not gonna, give it awards and shit.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I like fun.
Yeah.
Stop being an asshole and just let people
Just
enjoy
it.
things.
Just enjoy the ridiculousness. Understand that it is ridiculous.
It knows it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's the point.
That's the whole fucking point. This isn't going to happen in real life, so let's just make believe that it would.
Okay,
Come on.
here's the real question.
All right.
I hurt your feelings earlier when I reminded you this movie came out 32 years ago.
Yep.
Are we going to get a remake of Tango and Cash? This is the stuff they're digging into the properties now. They made a Lethal Weapon TV show.
Yep.
Another series
They
I've
made
never
a Miami
seen.
Vice TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it already exists and I missed it.
I don't know.
But I don't think it does. And this seems like the sort of thing that is like just ripe and primed and ready for a reboot.
I don't know if you can capture the camp of 89.
They wouldn't make it this way though. But I think you could make it funny like this.
Sure.
I think you could make I think there is a way that you could find a middle ground where you're combining more of the modern action, a la the John Wicks or something like that, or even the
21 Jump Street comes to mind.
yeah, the fast, funny
that
comedy.
again was a remake, a reboot, I guess,
Right.
of that old shit.
But it
was good.
It was not a comedy. It was a drama. That TV
Sure.
show was a drama, and they
Yeah.
made a comedy out of it.
Yeah.
And then, you have The Nice Guys, the Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling movie,
Yeah.
which I've heard is pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard
but
it.
It's
We haven't
more,
seen it.
It's more funny. Yeah, I think there is room for funny cop movies.
Yeah.
I think there should be more. Because, 21 Jump Street was great.
Yeah.
And the source material was unexpected. I think if you found the right people with the right chemistry, you could definitely remake Tango and Cash for a modern audience.
And put Stallone and Kurt Russell in it.
Yes.
Yes.
Somehow.
Because you have to. I mean, fucking Johnny Depp was in 21 Jump Street.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, guys, if you haven't watched that movie that came out 10 years ago.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm curious if this is a property that will get revived in some way. I think it is certainly on somebody's short list, even if we haven't heard about it. It just seems like the kind of thing
It would
they
have to
bring
come
around.
with the right cast. Like,
Yes.
Who would you cast in it right now?
Oh, fuck, I have no idea. It depends how the tone you're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would completely depend on the tone.
Right. Yeah.
And we don't have like modern action stars the way Stallone was an action star.
Not anymore.
Because action movies get a bad rap these days.
They do.
They're kind of garbage.
Yeah, it's all this.
They're taken too seriously.
It's all of this like direct to video bullshit with like Nick Cage and all these like stars that are just taking a paycheck.
Yeah, everyone's out for revenge or has a dark vendetta.
Right.
And
it's all a bunch of fucking
knockoffs.
It's not camp.
No. It's not camp.
No.
I want the camp.
Yeah. My last thing on this is, we watched Demolition Man. We've seen RoboCop. Just a few of these movies so far. I was surprised at the lack of like graphic violence. Like there's hardly any blood in the entire movie, and it was just at the end when they're when they got through the brick wall and they were shooting some guys and there were some squibs going off. But other than that, there was nothing.
Nope. No. This is not a violent movie.
It's really not.
Like there's a dude that literally gets electrocuted and he just sort of shakes.
Which, hey, I mean, just the depiction of that was enough to be uncomfortable for sure.
It was, but
that's fucked up.
They used light and they used sound. They didn't use, gratuitous blood.
Right.
Anytime somebody was getting their ass kicked, they've got like a little blood coming off their lip,
off their
and
lip and on their
shoulder,
shirt,
and on their arms.
And Kurt Russell gets shot 3 times in this movie. 2 in the vest and 1 in the arm. Mm-hmm. That went right through.
Yeah, through and through.
And he's bleeding, but he'll be okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stallone, on the other hand, is pretty much unscathed.
Yeah. By this point, you might have had a writer saying, I can't get fucked up. No. None of that stuff. No.
Probably. Yeah, he wanted to look good in this movie.
He didn't quite
get to.
Yeah, he didn't quite get to the levels of Vin Diesel and The Rock having clauses in their thing. If I have a fight, we have to have the exact same amount of landed punches. We can't. None of us can win and none of us can lose. Fuck that.
That's really stupid.
Yeah.
Put your egos to bed, boys.
Yep. All right. That's enough of this horseshit, Betsy.
I fucking love this horseshit.
Yep.
Shut up.
Agreed. This was really good.
Y'all are in for a wild ride as we keep going down this rabbit hole eventually.
I want to keep on going. I've got a few of these kind of queued up.
Yeah.
And I want to see more.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm having a good time. So no emails this week, Betsy, but what do you got?
I did get a comment, not a full email, but a thought, if you will.
Okay.
In regards to 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, that lovely piece of film.
Yes, so kind of going back to our smut series here.
Yeah.
Liz comments, barf. Should have
That's just the comment.
Should have stayed unwritten with all the toxic masculinity, but I don't know, I've never seen it. LOL, I love the quote, "This movie is tremendously stupid. I love this podcast." Thank you, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
It is tremendously stupid. I don't know a better or more fitting way to describe that movie.
And this podcast.
But thank you for listening. We appreciate it. I also got a comment from Lorenzo talking about Showgirls.
And this is the same person. Thank you, Lorenzo, for commenting about Wild Things. That made me smile. But yes, go on with the comment about Showgirls.
I knew if anyone would appreciate this series, it would be Lorenzo. He said, all your bad/parents wouldn't let you watch it /smut/D. All the above films factor highly into my value system. For better or worse, Showgirls provides me daily joy.
I'm so sorry.
But you know what? We are not here to judge. If you love these movies, more power to ya. Like, genuinely, I know that some movies that we like are garbage.
Oh, yeah.
They're absolute filth. There are movies that we won't get to cover on this unless we get a guest because we've both watched them.
Right.
Thus defeating the purpose of this podcast.
Right. We need to get a guest on here so we can subject them to hard rain.
You love hard rain.
I do.
You did that to me.
It's not a great movie.
It's
But I
bad.
fucking love it.
It's so ridiculous.
It's real bad.
Jet skis in a high school.
Jet skis in
Why?
a high school. Yay!
No, not yay. But you love it, so good on you.
I love that
Just
fucking
don't
movie.
make me sit through it again unless we have a guest and we'll do it for the content.
Betty White is probably the best character in the entire movie.
Fact.
Yes.
That's true. I'll give you that.
She's
Betty White brings it up a notch.
Betty White is just this annoying biddy of a woman. Like she has this henpecked husband who just does whatever she says, and she's like foul-mouthed and whatever. And the one F word, the one fuck is reserved not from Betty White, but directed to Betty White.
For Betty White.
For Betty White. Her husband says, "Shut the fuck up."
He finally snaps.
He finally snaps. It's so fucking awesome. And I know it's trash, but I just need to subject more people to it.
Tell us what trash you like, guys.
Yeah.
What movie that you know is arguably awful and you just don't care?
Yeah, I've already shown Betsy it probably twice.
I've seen it all the way through once, and you watched it not long ago, and I think I ended up watching about half of it while I was in the room. I think I was kind of paying attention, but kind of doing something else.
Many drivers in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty of bad movies that I don't care. I love it.
And Ed Asner, R.I.P. Mm-hmm. Yes. But yes, email us at neverseenitpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, tweet at us, like our stuff, retweet, all that shit, y'all. neverseenit_pod on the Twitter machine. And if you wish, I say it every week. And by every week, I mean every episode, because these come out twice a week. Jesus Christ, why do we keep doing this twice a week, Betsy?
I don't know. I keep asking you that.
But yes, support these and our shenanigans by giving us money.
Sure.
Is that what you do? That's how you support.
Like the button, support the people.
Click the button in
do
the podcast
thing.
description. If you can't support us financially, we understand. Or just, hey, share the stuff on the Twitter, share the stuff on the Facebook that Betsy puts out. We might eventually do an Instagram. I don't know. Things are weird. Social media, cats and dogs.
Living together. Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. But that is the end of the podcast, Betsy.
Yeah.
Today, we have watched Tango and Cash.
We did it.
Finally. It's been on the list forever.
It's been on the list for a while, yeah.
Since we've been together, I've wanted to watch this in some capacity.
You keep bringing this up, yes.
It's like, because I wanted to watch it again. It's been so damn long since I've watched this movie.
And we did it!
Hey, we did it. So, yes, that is the end of the episode. This has been Never Seen It. I'm Trent.
I'm Betsy.
And we'll be back to you next time.